everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about how many times a week you should be spending speaking with a language partner to improve your Spanish, your French, any language. And how, for me, lifting weights is very similar to learning languages. I'm also a trainer. And how you should view recovery with language learning. So for my first point, I'm going to talk about how many times a week you should be spending speaking with a language partner. So from 1 time to 4 times, we're going to speak about that, why each one is better or worse than the other. But before I speak about that, please do consider giving this video a like so it spreads more. Hit subscribe to my channel with the little bell notification if you want to see more of these videos. So for number 1, it is 1 time a week. So this 1 time a week, the pros and cons. So the pro is that it is better than 0 times a week. Already 1 is better than 0. So you're doing something. You're speaking 1 time per week with a language partner. So this is good, but it also is not optimal. Why? Because during this 1 time, you're going to be almost spending the entire time remembering what you did last time and what you even learned last time. Imagine that you're speaking with someone on a Monday and you think, okay, I'll see you again next Monday. Unless you're very advanced and you already have such a good grasp on the language that you only have to speak about once a week, this isn't going to be optimal. You know, this reminds me of an analogy by Ollie Richards on one of his podcast episodes where he says language learning is almost like you're on an island, on a deserted island, surrounded by water, and fluency is just getting off the island and going into open sea. And so as you're trying to leave the island, there's a bunch of waves that are trying to bring you back to the island. So as you're going to beginner and intermediate, you have to be pedaling out there. If you stop pedaling at any time, so you stop learning at any time, it will drag you back into the island at any time. But if you go far enough into open sea where there's no waves, you can stay out there for a long time without practicing because you've gone so far, you've become advanced. But even in advance, if you are out there for years without practicing, then you eventually will come back to the island. So that's why number 1 is better than 0, but it's not optimal. So now we're getting to 2 times per week. So 2 times per week is better than 0 and is better than 1. We're already getting more optimal. Why? Because imagine that you're practicing on a Tuesday and a Thursday. So on a Tuesday, you're kind of remembering what you did last time. You're like, okay, you're spending a couple of minutes improving. But then right away on the Thursday, which isn't that far away from Tuesday, you're thinking, okay, I actually do remember quite a bit because it was just 2 days ago that what I did, and I can spend more time improving and learning because I remember what I did last time. So already you're doing better. Already you're going to get a better language learning level. The only drawback is that since you're only doing it 2 times a week, if you're doing it Tuesday and Thursday, for example, on Thursday, you have to wait quite a bit of days until you get to Tuesday again. So once you get to Tuesday, you will be for quite a while on the Tuesday session thinking, oh, what did we learn on Thursday and last week? And by the time you remember and you're up to speed, you already have to wait until that Thursday's lesson. So it brings me to 3 times a week. Three times a week is, in my opinion, the most optimal. Why? Because imagine you can either do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And so if you're doing a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday, you're kind of reviewing what you remember from last week and you're going to improve a little bit. Wednesday, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm right here. Like, I already just did Monday, so I'm going to be improving quite a bit. And Friday, you're going to be improving a lot because there's not that much to remember. You've been learning the whole week, and so while you will take a little bit of time to remember, it won't be that much. So on every single day, you're going to be improving quite a bit. And especially since on Friday, all you have is 2 rest days until Monday. So once you get to Monday, it's not going to be that hard for you to remember. Maybe it'll take you a little longer because you'll say, what did I do on Friday? But right away, you'll be back up to speed. And Monday, you'll be doing a lot of learning. Wednesday, you'll be doing a lot of learning. And Friday, you'll be doing a lot of learning. So for me, that is optimal. That is how you are. If we're coming back to that island analogy, you're going out to sea as far as you can, as fast as you can. Now let's talk about 4 times a week or more. I've tried speaking with language partners 4 times a week and even more, 6 and 7. and it is not optimal. Why? The only reason is because it can lead to burnout. So when I tried to do it with French and Portuguese, and I had, I think, like 5 or 6 different partners, and I was doing 6 or 7 different sessions a week, it definitely led to burnout. It got to a point where I said, I don't even want to learn anymore. I'm not having fun, and I need to spend 1 week or 2 just resting up because I've been burnt out so bad. I need to spend at least 1 week or 2 not even practicing or doing anything with languages. Sometimes it even lasted more than 2 weeks, which is unfortunate because we do want to keep on going because it is a marathon and not a sprint. So if you're trying to do 4 sessions a week or more, good on you as long as you don't burn out. And that's with any of these. Even if you're doing 2 times a week and you feel like you're burning out, take a step back, maybe even do 1 a week and see why you're burning out at 2 times a week. Do you feel like there's too much pressure? Do you feel like your timing is too long? Is it on Tuesday and Thursdays you're doing a 2-hour conversation instead of 15 minutes? There's a lot of different variables that can go into it. So my second point for this video, and what I talked about at the beginning, is weightlifting. So I'm also a trainer. So as a trainer, I think about how when you go into the gym and you're trying to lift weights and get big muscles, when you're actually lifting the weights, your muscles are not getting bigger at that time. What they're actually doing is breaking down so that when you're recovering and you give it all the nutrients that you need, it will get bigger. And that's how I think about language learning. When you go in on a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, whatever day of the week, however many times of the week, when you're going in there and you're doing an intense language learning session with a partner, that's you lifting weights. So if you go for a half an hour or an hour and you do those intense sessions, you need a day off. That's why that Tuesday is going to be your day off. And even in weightlifting, if you're doing total body weightlifting Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and maybe the other days you're thinking, I don't even want to sit on my butt all day on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. What else can I do? You can go take a bike ride. You can go take a yoga class. You can go for a run. And that's the same with language learning. So if you're doing 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you're hitting it hard on those days, and on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, you're like, you know what? I don't want to do an intense session, but I still want to practice. There are many options. You can do Duolingo. You can do podcast shows, listening, books. The sky is the limit for this. The one thing I always recommend is remember that you should do 90 to 80% of your learning should come from speaking with native speakers and language partners. Then a 10 to 20% should be your more passive skills, should be more your reading, your listening, your shows, your podcasts, all the other stuff. So I'm going to end the video here. If you are interested in leveling up in Spanish and want a coach who has helped many other people before, go ahead and go to strangelanguageacquisition.com, or you can go to my Instagram at Michael_StrongJ. All the information is in the bio, and I can help you out, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.